Welcome to the Candid Nudicus podcast.
Have you guys figured out what you're going to be for Halloween yet?
What?
I haven't dressed up for Halloween in like 5 years.
Oh, you know what we're doing? Well, guys, if you want to come.
Pity invite.
You're, no.
I mean, if you're not busy.
You're not busy or anything.
Whatever.
Because I have this little TV show called Pet Pals TV.
Oh,
I've
humble
been
brag.
Haunted Pep House?
I've been invited to host the Haunted Hair Ball, a benefit for spay and neuter services of Indiana.
Give your pet the snip.
Haunted Hair Ball. I'm so excited.
Wait, shouldn't it be plural if it's for like spaying and neutering? Haunted hair balls? Because they're haunted, because they're gone? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How about haunted spare balls?
There are no
spare balls.
And if you're a responsible pet owner, there are no balls.
Always give your pet the snip.
Oh my God, this is the most immature we've ever been.
I love how inappropriate we're being right now. It's my fave.
Sorry, Pep House TV. I'm just giving you great ideas.
They said whenever I do something pet related, I need to say I'm KJ from Pet Pals TV. So
Oh man.
here you go.
I figured out what
crying.
Murphy's going to be for Halloween. My dog.
Hang on
My
just a second, if I could. The Haunted Hair Ball.
Yeah. Can he
will be
dress up?
October 26th. If you'd like to go, I can hook you
What
up.
day is that?
It's a Saturday night.
Saturday night.
At the lovely, if you're listening in Indianapolis, Rathskeller.
Can I bring
Never
my
been
dog?
there.
You've never been there? It's where I got married.
I've also
Okay.
never
No,
been
you
there.
can't bring your dog.
What is the point
It's a
then?
benefit for spay and
Do we
neuter.
have to like dress up in like a Halloween costume?
You have to dress up like a dog.
You can dress up.
Or a
Dress up
cat.
like your dog.
Or a cat.
Please dress up like Murphy.
Cute and adorable. You got it.
One of my cats just sneezed, if you've heard
Bless
that.
you.
Cut that out, producer Brad. Thank you, Creative Zombie.
Producer Brad.
Okay, so Jonna, do we have any more thoughts on Spider-Man before we move on?
Just crying because
Okay.
I love Tom Holland so much and I don't want him to be taken away from us.
I
He's
know.
on contract
like
for
we're
2
like-
more movies.
I feel like this is like a custody battle that we're having right now.
It is.
With Tom Holland. Like,
Speaking of that,
legitimately.
I did see
Who's
a meme
gonna
where
get
it was
Tom in the
2
divorce?
parents fighting in the back, and it was Marvel and Sony, and there was a kid crying in the front, and it was Tom Holland.
You're right.
I am going to trust the parents to do the right thing.
Please.
Think
Do
about
what's
the
best for the child.
Do what's best for the child. Tom Holland deserves a good
A third movie.
third movie.
He does. Can he please
You
make
can't
it to
let
a third
Tobey
movie?
Maguire be the only one with 3
Yeah,
movies.
because Tobey Maguire sucks. So like Tom Holland needs a third movie. Like honestly. I would let him he could have 10 movies.
Let him fight Jake Gyllenhaal again.
Please stomp Jake Gyllenhaal. Beat him down.
Okay.
I don't like that guy.
To all the boys I've loved before.
Yes, to all the boys I loved before.
Oh, pow, pow. It's time for producer Jonna's cheesy Hallmark update.
Okay,
but
first
it's a
of
show
all-
on Netflix.
Okay, first of all, it's not a Hallmark movie. It's a Netflix original. That was originally a book series that was amazing. I cannot recommend it enough. Number 1. Number 2, they just finished filming the second movie that's the second book. And they're now filming for the third movie that's going to release in 2020.
I didn't listen to
know.
a word of that.
Yeah, I know. You're over here singing like In the Arms of an Angel or something like that.
No.
I don't know what you were singing.
That would not fit the Hallmark channel.
That is reserved for when your pets are staring at
That's
you.
Lifetime.
Because they haven't
Lifetime.
Those
had
sad
snacks.
shelter commercials on TV early in the
Sarah
morning.
McLachlan? Yeah.
I do that all the time. So there's a thing in my house with my cats.
thing.
It's called second breakfast.
yeah.
Something
I know
I'm
all
very
about it.
You
familiar
know,
with.
Jonna,
know
there's
all
first
about it.
breakfast and there's second breakfast.
Yes.
Fact.
Right? And so,
Secondsies.
Second season.
yes. So first breakfast is the canned food, right? But
the
they
wet
know
food.
when they go upstairs that there's a little bit of treats upstairs. And that's second breakfast. And so they will, after first breakfast, they'll all sit around with their sad eyes. And I'm like, cue the Sarah McLachlan.
I'm starving. For pennies a day, you could feed these poor, sad, homed kitty cats
Their second breakfast.
their third breakfast. Can't you just see them wasting away? I'm Sarah McLachlan.
Why doesn't Sarah
What would you
McLachlan
do
just-
if a starving cat was right in front of you
But-
in your living room?
in your living room? That means it already
Knowing-
has a home.
Knowing that there are multiple cans of cat food sitting just 10 feet away.
Drink
And
some water.
bags of
You'll be
cat
fine.
food upstairs. And all of the cat food in the house is human grade. These poor cats. They're not going to get fed for at least another hour.
I love that my whole movie update got glassed over by Sarah McLachlan.
That's not true.
Feeding your animals.
Wait, weren't you done talking about?
Yes,
all
I know
the-
that you guys didn't care.
Something about 2021,
But
I think.
I just
Jonna-
want you guys to know that I'm very excited.
Okay, I hear. Well, in the theme of Katie got to talk to her listener that cares about the gaming thing.
Tell
Please,
me how you feel.
Please, now, you take this time to speak to the listener who cares about your cheesy, made-for-TV love.
I love
comedy
you.
Drama.
I love you too.
There's-
What are they called? What do we call them?
Hallmark keys?
No.
What do you call it if it's on Netflix? What do you
person-
call it?
What? I'm so confused.
What do you classify your cheesy movies as?
Romance.
Romantic comedies.
They're romantic.
Rom-coms.
Direct on-demand rom-coms.
Yeah.
Now it's time to continue. John is direct to
A Christmas Prince. Part two.
on-demand
A Christmas Prince was so
rom-com
good.
update.
Oh my god. A Christmas Prince was so good. Oh my gosh. They're so mean to me because I like feeling happy
Did you have more
watching
to
rom-coms.
say about your
I was just-
rom-coms?
No.
I
I'm
thought
just
you
saying,
did.
Like what?
I don't know.
I mean, like I've been watching Hallmark movies and mysteries for like the past like week and a half.
What's in your queue right now?
My queue on Netflix? A Chris Evans movie that I'm only like halfway through.
What?
Is it
How can you
Snowpiercer again?
stop a Chris Evans movie?
Okay, look, so this is what happened.
No. Life
It's-
stops for Chris Evans. Chris
Okay,
Evans
look.
movies don't stop
Okay,
for life.
this is what happened. Okay,
Go ahead.
I started watching it. I was at work and I was doing freight, but it's the Red Sea Diving Resort, the new one, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
So, but in the beginning of the movie, I'm like doing freight and like censoring things, but there was like a lot of subtitles because they weren't speaking English, and I couldn't censor
Okay,
clothes and
all
read
right.
at the same time. So
All
then
right.
I like stopped, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch something else. Then when I left, I was like, I'm gonna watch it on the plane. But then when you're on the plane, you're like really tired, so I started falling asleep watching the movie. And then my Wi-Fi at my hotel was terrible,
Okay.
so I ended up watching Hallmark the whole time.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Chris Evans looks so hot in that movie, though. Like
gonna
from what
give
I've
you a
seen,
pass.
he looks like such a babe. But he
Yeah.
does all the time anyway, so it's fine.
All right. Thank you, Jonna.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Oh, can you give us an update on your secret government job where you played dead?
I am alive.
Back alive.
If you
be
listen
living.
a couple episodes back, Jonna goes on these. She disappears for weeks at a time.
Okay, it's only a week and a half, so let's chill.
Okay,
It's
she
not
disappears for days at a time.
weeks, days. Yes.
She gets it's shady. She gets
It's not shady.
She
It's
gets
legit.
directions.
You fly somewhere on a flight that they pick for you,
Yeah.
and you go somewhere, and you go and you sit there until they tell you to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a drug front.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
is.
get any drugs. I didn't move any drugs. I
And
swear.
she claims it's a part. Now she's claiming it's part of some like secret government operation
not
Or like
secret.
money laundering or
for
something.
the military
It's not a secret.
to do heat seeking leading up to.
It's so
the
they can make sure
Area
that their cameras
51
work and
storming.
their drones work. That's what it's for. It's
So
for
it
the
is.
Air Force.
We told Jonna she had to play dead. If
I
she
did.
was truly being the like
you?
heat seeking.
I did. I laid on the ground and took a picture of myself for you guys.
Did
and
you
I
not
hate
see that,
bugs.
Katie?
Nope.
Yeah.
Of course, she ignored it because Katie.
Oh yeah.
Listen,
right.
today was the only day you're going to get a fast response from me.
Yeah, Katie.
And I was very upset about that fast response this morning.
Right, because I enjoy when I send the. I don't know what the story is behind the. Okay, so here's if you're listening right now, the next time you have like your whatever your GIF app is pulled up, you're in your phone, you type GIF because you want to send something clever to someone.
Send something clever.
Just type in Katie, and you will find a GIF that is a bear standing up that looks like
a prairie dog.
I don't know.
It's like some kind
It's
of
hard
mammal.
to tell because
That's me
they.
dead.
Well, I did see that one.
It's
Yeah.
hard to tell because the name Katie is flashing in front of it, and someone has also like put a cartoon bra on the animal and
It's hilarious,
a
honestly.
wig. I can't.
I need you to tweet it again.
Yeah. Okay. Will you tweet it right now, Jonna?
I sure will.
Thank you. I'd say this is in reference to the podcast coming up next week.
Next
Will
week.
it pop up when I do it like on Twitter? Or do I have to like screenshot our messages?
No. It pops up on Twitter.
Quality.
I do not understand this Katie gif at all. But
It's
whenever
hilarious.
we need Katie's attention, we send the animal that's screaming, wearing the cartoon bra and wig, that's screaming Katie. And normally it takes her hours to respond.
It's the fourth one to pop up.
If I respond.
All right, so you can see that in our Twitter feed at Kinda Nerdy Girls. All right, Katie. It's
nice,
time
Bill.
for Katie's gaming update. Don't call her Gamer Katie. That's offensive.
Not that's offensive.
Well, it's kind of a game, kind of a movie. I finally saw Detective Pikachu,
Oh,
and it was so cute.
shut your mouth.
It was adorable. I loved it.
Really?
I laughed the whole time, and I don't even like comedies.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was so cute.
Aw. Really?
Yeah. Don't even be surprised.
No, I'm totally
Cute,
surprised.
fluffy Pikachu that looks way better than the lions from Lion King. Yeah, I like it.
I mean, am I going to like it?
Yeah.
Is it?
I mean, I
Ryan
think I liked
Reynolds
it.
help it? Like, is it helped along by his genius?
It helps
His
by your
genius.
knowledge of Pokemon. So, like, you pick up on little things like the Squirtle Squad and stuff. But
Okay, yeah.
if you don't know Pokemon and you just kind of get the concept, you can still enjoy this movie.
Okay.
And also, it has Ryan Reynolds.
But it's
Bonus.
but it's just his voice. I'm
No,
sure.
he's in it.
He's in it?
Yeah.
Shut up, he is not.
Yeah, he's in it.
She already told me like the whole end.
Yeah, I
of it.
spoiled the movie for her.
She was
Because
like,
she's
"Are
not
you
going to
gonna
go
see
see
it?"
it.
I was like, nah. If I do, then
It's
like I
been
know.
out for a while.
Yes.
I don't know what you consider a while.
A while. Like a month, I think. Long enough that I can probably talk about
Gone
it.
against everyone in the world.
What?
Huh?
No, you've gone against every review of every
I know.
fan,
Don't listen to
every
them.
critic,
Don't listen to
everybody in the world.
Okay, so
Shut
the
up,
reason that I
critics.
just sounded terribly confused, I was not having a
We're all so
seizure or
I'm
something.
confused.
I was reading.
Do you smell toast?
Ooh,
Are
I
you
like
stroking
toast.
out over there?
I'm just wondering.
Hey, it's not funny.
Fast, faced, arms, speech,
no,
time.
I smell tacos.
Ooh, tacos.
Yep,
we're
that's
having-
the sign of a
Yep.
stroke.
That's what
Sorry,
the
I was
T
trying to be
stands for.
courteous and not interrupt your podcast today.
Voice
I
guy,
loved
voice guy
Detective Pikachu.
Patches sent me "Gone Against Everyone in the World," which
Yeah,
he
so on
wanted-
Rotten Tomatoes, it's a 68%.
68%.
But the audience scores 80.
Wait, so people liked it?
Critics didn't.
Okay.
It's got an early D,
An early D.
almost a C minus.
Wait, and what is an early D?
Like right at the beginning of the category where you start to get a D in the letter grade.
Oh,
It's a 68%.
okay.
You know, I know it's been a while since we've all been to school.
But 68%
Fact.
means more, but most
plus.
people liked it.
More
D
than
plus.
half.
More than half
More
liked
than
it.
half.
Okay.
A little over 2/3.
A little over.
I don't want to do math.
She did do that math like
68%.
so fast. I was like, what was
Settle
that?
down with that.
66.6 repeating is 2/3.
What do you guys know about The Matrix?
I love Keanu Reeves. Next question.
Jonna?
Carrie
I
Ann Moss
watched
is
it
okay
when I
too.
was in college.
Okay.
For the first time. It
All
was,
right.
That early, weird, CGI stuff.
It was cool.
But do you remember it was like, whoa, this is
Yeah.
crazy. Nothing like this has ever happened.
And everybody's
Yeah.
like, what?
And
if
then
we
I
live in a
finally
simulation?
understood where the dance move, The Matrix, came from. I finally got that. I was like, it clicks now.
What if nothing's real?
All right,
Yeah.
So Carrie Ann Moss and Keanu Reeves are coming back for another
I'm so
one.
excited. I'm so
So
happy
you're
for
excited
Keanu.
about this?
I'm so happy for
She
Keanu.
loves Keanu Reeves though,
do.
so honestly, I feel
really?
like
Who
she
doesn't?
would support him.
He's
in
such a
anything
good person.
He is. He is such a good person.
I had a weird experience with Keanu Reeves.
I feel like you have weird experiences
not?
with celebrities. Every story that you have is like, so this thing happened. I'm like, okay.
Let me
So
tell
I
you about
yelled
this.
in this guy's face.
No, but he so
Stephen
his band Dog Star. I don't know. Does he still have his band? He had a
called Dog Star.
so It was weird because they came to our studios. So I worked at a radio station in Omaha.
Lucky.
I was like, where was I? What
No,
was
you
I
were not in
doing?
Omaha.
was
I didn't
not.
know you. If you've been interning for me since Omaha, you need to find a new career.
The great city of Omaha.
I've been interning for you for like 5 years now.
Now you should probably consider a new career. But anyway, I mean, I won't go into the details, but it was just a weird experience because it was one of those things where it was like, make no reference to his movie career, talk about the band, and you understand, like they want
You're
to talk
like,
about
dude,
the
you're
band.
Keanu Reeves. I
was
want to
like-
talk about The Matrix.
Yeah.
And
Right.
Bill and Ted.
So I was awkward because I didn't want to screw things up. Right? So I'm like, don't look at him.
Was this
Don't
like
talk about
early radio
speed.
career where you're
No eye
like,
contact.
Yeah.
famous people?
Yes, it was actually.
I get that.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore.
She's like, hey, what's up? High five. Let's do it.
No, she yells in their face.
That's true.
Who besides Stephen Amell? Who have I yelled at?
Do you need to yell at Tom Payne?
Oh, I did yell at Tom Payne.
Who's Tom Payne?
I did yell at Tom Payne. No, was it Tom Payne?
Yes.
It was not Tom Payne.
No,
it was
Austin Amelia.
Austin Amelia.
Why would you yell at
She
someone
just
who
likes
has
to
such an
yell at
awesome
people.
name?
Because I wasn't watching
Austin
Walking Dead. And
Amelio.
I was working a Walking Dead convention, and he stormed the room to take a picture of Norman Reedus and to be funny, but I didn't know who he was, so I did like my mom arm. It was like, "Excuse me, sir, get down. Pictures of the room," and he's like, "Okay, I'm sorry." And then, so get this, it gets better.
Does it?
Like one of the fans.
How can you get better than
Yes,
mom
so one of
arming
the
someone?
fans like whispered to me, "He's on the show," and I was like, "Oh crap! I'm so sorry." And he's like, "It's okay, it's okay." So then, so you know,
So
there's
if you mom armed him, if you were standing at your current height, that's
Yeah.
probably like
No,
upper pelvis, right?
I was
but
I
were you
was-
standing on a chair and it was like chest level?
I was standing on a chair,
Okay.
yes, and it was chest level because when I work for celeb photo ops, if I don't stand on a chair, no one listens to me.
They can't
Fact.
see you.
They can't
They're like,
see
where's
me.
that voice coming
if
from?
I stand on
Is
a
that
chair,
you, God?
It's your conscience. I'm,
I stand
I'm
on a
Jiminy
chair.
Cricket.
then they can see
You're
me.
terrible.
And they listen, and then when they get up and realize I've been standing on a chair, they go, "Wow, we just thought you were really tall."
Yes.
No,
I'm very lean.
I'm 4'11", but I will still kick your butt if
Don't
you
make
don't
me mom
follow the
arm you.
rules when you go in that
If you're
room.
Austin Emilio, you better watch out.
Okay, so part 2, because I'm not going to let my husband
two.
out me for yelling at Austin Emilio and not bring in the part where he did it.
You yelled at him too?
Get this. So Austin Emilio walks away politely from my line.
Did he get the
and
backup yell?
He goes
Ooh.
to the exit. So I am working the entrance to the room to get your picture.
Got your
with
husband
Norman
on the
Reedus.
backside.
Husband is working inside the room, making sure people leave like they're supposed to.
I'm crying.
About 30 seconds after I have yelled at Austin Amelia,
He gets yelled at again.
I hear my husband's booming voice go, "Sir, no pictures." And he also yells at Austin Amelia.
You guys
for
are the
Walking
dream
Dead.
Poor guy.
team.
Yes, and then at that point, Kitsy looks at me. She goes, "Patches, he's on the show."
He's still got to follow the
Yeah,
rules.
and this is a cast op too, right? Norman's in this cast
the
op.
group.
Yeah, so
Cast up means there's more than just Norman in the
Yeah.
room. There were
It's
other
the
members
group
of
shot.
The Walking Dead we
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
know.
yeah, so there's this group shot, and I'm like, okay, and then so I'm off to the side helping people get in and out, right?
Oh,
and
my
like
God.
position them and get them out.
Sir.
Yeah, so here I'm yelling, like, screaming at my, top of my voice, at my of my lungs, and like, dude,
Listen here,
no
buddy.
additional photography, sir. and then and everyone's like, dude, don't
Man.
yell at him.
That sucks.
He's like, I don't want
You're
them
like,
working
I'm
my
on
room
the
anymore.
show.
Right, that poor guy.
And I just dropped to my knees, like I went pale, and I'm
Goodbye,
telling you,
everyone.
Oh, and I mean,
God,
like,
I wish I would have been there. I would have
Yeah.
been
That
crying.
I mean, I would be
I am
embarrassed if I was
so
him. I'd be
sorry.
like, I'm on the show.
well, and then,
No, he was so nice. Like he's like, "Oh, I'm so
Hi,
sorry."
I'm on the show.
But then, yes,
I belong here.
well, it actually worked out okay because then, ironically enough, about a month later, I ended up in a casino with him. After
Did you yell at him again?
No, I did not.
no pictures in the casino.
Sir, no flash photography. Gah!
You guys are the dream team of
I cannot
photography,
believe
man.
that I have never told you this story.
That is
about how
hilarious. I know about you yelling at Stephen Amell. I never heard about you yelling at
I didn't hear
Austin
about the
Amelia.
backup yell.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear the backup yelling.
The backup yelling. It's so embarrassing.
You guys are quite the team.
So yeah,
dream
so
team.
You
you
both
know,
like zoomed in on him.
look for us at FanX in Salt Lake City. We'll be with
We'll
select
yell at you,
photo
too.
ops.
Yeah,
we'll yell at you too.
Yeah, we're like the Indiana Jones couple. No ticket.
Oh my god.
Would you like to get mom armed? That's $5. I'll punch you too.
If you really need it, I
For
got
free.
you.
Okay,
For
I
free.
should say that we are
gosh.
very nice and that everyone at
Are you
Celeb
sure?
Photo Ops
'Cause so-
focuses on making sure that the fan has the
The
best
fan has a
experience
great time. The
possible.
cast gets yelled at.
That's right.
When you're supposed to be keeping the cast safe if you scream at them. That's what
You got
happens.
to keep the famous people in line.
And also, for those of you who are wondering why I yelled at Stephen Amell, I did not
It's
yell at
because he took pictures when he wasn't supposed to.
This is like
No.
the 15th time we've had this story told.
Okay, but
on the podcast.
it's on the old episodes that we no longer have rights to.
Fact.
All right. So I was standing on a chair again. Okay. 4'11",
Teeny
KJ,
tiny.
standing on a chair.
baby.
And we had multiple photo ops that we were about to take. So there were
So
some
multiple
people,
lines
multiple
up next to each
lines
other.
next to each other. And some of the lines were for, say, like, I can't remember which cast members were with him, but like Stephen Amell and this
Other guy.
an other cast member of Arrow.
Other
so
cast
bad
member.
of me. But so there were different lines. So I wanted to make sure that the people who were in line for the Stephen Amell photo were paying attention to me. And so I stood up on my chair and I yelled, "Attention, Stephen Amell!" as
Yes?
he walked around the corner, and I screamed it in his face, and he said,
Hi.
"Yes." And I was like, "Hi.
I could
You
just,
can go ahead and go in the room, sir."
I could just imagine how calm he was.
Pay attention
too.
to me.
He's just like, yes.
Because he's so cool, right?
is.
Like he's just like cool.
But I mean, think
chill,
about it. Like, you're
and
just
I was
minding
like-
your business,
and I'm
walking
like,
around,
"Attention!"
and somebody's like, "Attention, Jonna!" Yes?
It's like you're getting in trouble at school or something. Are you paying attention?
No.
Maybe not. I
And
don't know.
also, again, I will say to my defense,
God.
I do not know why he walked in the guest entrance
he's
and not
cool.
the back
Because
entrance.
he does what he wants. He's
But he
Stephen Amell.
literally walked around the corner to the point that I was like, I just yelled in Stephen Amell's face.
You're welcome, dude.
I remember hearing that story for the first time, and I was dying.
You know,
I was like,
down the
yes.
road, he's going to be like super famous, and he's going to be like, some tiny lady yelled at me one time.
I'm
like
gonna
in my
tweet-
face.
I'm gonna like.
He is super
He's
famous.
super famous.
Super famous.
Yes.
Super
Yes,
famous.
yes.
I'm gonna tweet at him and I'm like, "Hey, you remember that time KJ yelled at you?"
That tiny lady screamed in my face.
Stephen Amell!
I'm crying.
It is I, Stephen Amell.
Tis I, Stephen
It would
Amell.
make me very happy if he remembered that.
Oh my God, that would be the
speaking
best.
Of, I'm trying to catch up on Arrow because I found out that the guy that plays Tommy, Colin Donnell,
Love him.
is going to be back in
Love
the
of my
last
life.
episode. Or the last episode, the last words are hard. The last
They are.
season is coming out, and he's like,
What is he gonna do?
I don't know.
He's been dead since season 1.
Yeah, I know, but they got lots of different Earths and things. That they
Yeah, I
can
know.
do. And maybe it'll be a lot of flashbacks and a lot of
Maybe.
like memories that are going to
I
make
feel like
us
I'm gonna cry.
take
this
us
whole
back
season.
to the beginning. Because then, babe, didn't you say John Barrowman's going to be in the last
Ooh,
season?
I know that name.
My God, do I
Yep.
love John Barrowman?
Yep, Malcolm Merlin's coming back.
Yes.
Yeah,
he was one of my favorite
So
characters.
my guess is it's going to be like a big tribute, kind of, there's going to be a lot of flashbacks and things that make us feel good about following the story of Arrow all the way through.
They just
even
keep-
though I'm not caught up.
They just okay.
Now,
Honestly,
I want to know if Thea and what's his name?
Roy.
Roy. Yeah, Roy. Yeah,
Colton
Roy's awesome.
Haynes.
Colton Haynes. And I'll tell you what, that young man is an absolute pleasure to work with.
I bet he is. I love him. I follow him on Instagram.
He's lovely.
I like all of his pictures. I loved his wedding pictures with him and his husband. I was like, oh my God. They had like matching suits on and stuff. It was great. I was like,
Yes.
this is my favorite thing ever.
All right.
He's so dope.
Katie, did we get anything gaming from you?
She talked about
I
Detective
talked about
Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu.
That's not really gaming. What did
It's-
you play? What are you playing? Are you
Stardew
playing Wizards
Valley.
Unite? Because you know what?
No.
As this podcast is running, Wizards Unite Fan Fest, the very first Wizards Unite Fan Fest in all of the world, is happening in Indianapolis.
And I'm over it. No, I haven't been playing that. I've been playing Stardew Valley.
Playing what? Could you?
Stardew Valley.
Stardew
Yes.
Valley.
So, did you ever play, which you didn't probably, Animal
go ahead.
Crossing or Harvest Moon?
Yes.
No, but
Jonna
I've
did.
heard about Animal
Yeah, they're
Crossing.
like cutesy little farming games.
Yeah.
Where you have your little farm, you have a cow and some chickens or whatever.
You make sure
it's
everything
like
doesn't
that.
die.
Why
It's
are you
like
bringing
that.
that up?
Oh, someone's here.
Oh, it's
Someone's
just
here.
my sister.
Someone's here.
Update for those of you following along with my sister and her 5 cats who've been living in our house. They'll be moving out shortly. Oh, as we speak, as this podcast is airing,
Hi.
we'll be packing the truck. I'm not that excited.
Get out.
You
That's what you sound like.
This is how I normally talk.
You know what I'm excited about? I'm excited that we're working ahead with our podcast so that we
Yeah,
can
what is
say,
this?
coming up on the next podcast, blah, blah, blah.
That's good because I'm going on
that-
vacation.
Is that what we're doing?
Oh, and you know what, Katie?
No.
Oh, she's pointing at you and everything.
Were you on my last podcast?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, she was.
She was.
Yeah. Remember I talked about the boys and the show The Boys and how that guy from The Boys was going to be on our show?
The boys. Yes, I recall the boys.
The boys.
The boys. The boys.
Not her back from him.
Rude.
So
Bummer. Sucks for him.
I know. You could be here right now, sir.
Eating tacos with us.
The boys.
I don't think he's coming over.
He could.
He could.
But you are
I'd be
welcome.
here for it.
You are welcome. I think he's just busy, but he'll get back to us.
Mm-hmm.
But I promoted it like, oh, it's going to be the next episode. So someone might be listening going, where's that guy from The Boys? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. He's busy being on The Boys.
The boys.
You know what I want to see, speaking of The Boys? Not
Boys.
that show, but...
You need to see that show, John.
Okay, I don't have Amazon Prime, so I don't...
I do.
Okay, don't rub it in.
Come over and watch it.
I'm broke. I want to see that movie that Seth Rogen wrote. What's it called? Good Boys? With like the 3 little kids who are going to
Oh,
their
yes.
first like middle school party.
Yes.
I want to see that so
I
bad.
heard that's really good.
It looks hilarious. Very inappropriate.
Yeah.
Which is,
I know nothing about it other than I've seen 3 little boys' faces.
Yeah.
Well, I
the
finally
poster.
got around to watching The Interview, which is that like really, really awful movie about North Korea.
I watched like 10 minutes of that
no.
movie and I turned it off.
It was a
Who's
lot.
in that movie?
James Franco and Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
No.
Where they're like,
They like interview
They're
like,
trying
the
to
president
go-
of South Korea or something like that.
yeah, they're
It's
trying
weird.
to like be secret agents or whatever.
No. not
It was
interested.
weird.
Not worth your time.
Yeah.
Not interested. Okay, so it's time for my TV update.
You gotta make your own sound effects.
I got. Well, go ahead, make some sound effects for me, and say the whole thing. Now introduce me.
KJ's whatever update.
I'll do it again because I was talking over.
I don't know what we're talking about.
And I'm going to do it my TV update.
TV. Okay, I got it.
In 3, 2, 1.
Action. KJ's TV update.
Thank you. Sponsored by insert could be your company here. Another Life. I'm watching Another Life.
What is that?
It's on Netflix. You can watch it. It is one of those shows. Honestly, if anyone had told me how, 'cause you know, I don't like to watch shows that stress me out. If anyone
I
had
do.
told me about the show, you will love it because is it not true, honey? Every single episode at the end, we're like,
Like Black Mirror stresses me out.
yes,
Yes.
yes. It's like I swear to, it's on that stress level, but it's the same. Like it's a continuing story. So Black Mirror is like a one-off. You know, every episode. This is like, oh my God, what else can go wrong here? Oh my God, I didn't see that coming. Woo! Like it's a ride, and it's hurting my head.
I don't need that much stress.
But it's really good. It's got a lot of people in it from shows I've watched before, like Katie Sackhoff from Battlestar Galactica.
Nope.
It's got the guy that is in the Dr. Mysterio episode of Doctor Who.
Nope.
Yeah, you guys are no fun.
I'm sorry.
Katie, you're not caught up on Doctor Who.
She never will.
I watch random episodes.
Yeah,
She never will
I
be
know.
caught up.
Did you watch No, you didn't watch the episode of Dr. Mysterio. No,
Why does it sound familiar?
because it was a Christmas special.
Because
did
it has
watch
the
a
word
Christmas
Mysterio
special.
in it, and you're thinking about
Can't
Jake
trust Jake
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal. Next question.
It's not
what it
Jake
is.
Gyllenhaal.
By chance, was it Jake Gyllenhaal?
Okay, so that's all I got.
Aliens. No thanks.
I have one more thing.
Oh yeah, you would not like it. It's aliens. But it is like it's stressful. It's
You know
very
what?
well written.
I think it's so hilarious that someone who loves space as much as you do does not like aliens.
The idea of aliens freaks me out.
Why do you want to go to space? That's where the aliens
Because
are.
A, space
Thank
is
you.
cool.
A,
But the idea of aliens freaks me out.
So you want to go to space and see nothing.
Well, if I go to the aliens, they're not smarter than me because I got to space first, right?
Well, if you Naruto,
but
run,
if
you
they
could
come
probably
to
get away
us,
from
then
them.
they're smarter than us. So no
Yeah.
thanks.
You know, maybe they're not coming to us because they are smarter than us.
I mean,
They're like,
yeah.
We don't need to mess with those idiots.
They either are or
can
they
have their own
aren't.
planet.
And both
True.
are scary.
Yeah. But I do think it's weird that you want to go to space, but not
Space
see
is cool.
aliens.
right? See,
Robert Downey Jr., if you need a co-pilot.
I really
me
want to
up.
know what he's
you
doing.
would go into space with Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, yes.
You
I
don't
would
even
go
like
anywhere
him.
with Robert Downey Jr.
Well, same, but
He'd
like
be like,
Katie
do you want
doesn't
to
even.
go in this sewer? Yes, I do.
But Katie doesn't even like Robert Downey Jr.
I don't like Tony Stark.
Who is Robert Downey Jr.? So
What
I
do you
don't-
like Robert Downey Jr. in? Because you don't like him as Iron Man. Well, you don't like Iron Man.
That's
I don't even know the names of movies that he was in.
really.
Yeah.
He was in Sherlock Holmes with Jude
Yeah.
Law.
Did you see
Jude Law was good in that movie.
Jude Law is great in everything except for
I can't trust
Captain
him.
Marvel.
He was still good in Captain Marvel. You just couldn't trust him.
Him
well,
or
yeah,
Jake
it was the
Gyllenhaal.
contacts. I'm telling you, as soon as I saw those
Yellow
like,
eyes,
those
evil.
yellow eyes, I was like, "You're evil." I know it.
Okay, well, those
Well, you see like
contacts are not
the
Jude Law.
behind the ear thingy, right? And you're like, oh, evil.
Yeah, that's true too.
Captain Marvel's never going to see Spider-Man again, and they had that cute little interaction.
They had
mean-
one line each.
I know, and
One
she was
line
like,
each.
"Hey, Peter Parker,
"You got
you got
something
something
for
for
me?"
me?" And it was so cute, and now nothing else is ever.
She was
gonna
like so
happen.
momming to him.
She was.
Like,
it was great.
Yes.
It was really great.
Well,
now it's
never
all
again.
Over. It's all over.
Okay. Well, on a lighter note,
Yes, go ahead.
I watched the series Blown Away on Netflix.
Oh yes,
It's a competition series about glass blowing.
I
And-
started watching this.
And when I found it on Netflix, I was literally so excited because when I was a kid, we went to the art museum for a field trip and we saw like them glass blowing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Blow glass.
Yeah. I thought it was so cool. Oh my God. I thought it was like
And
the
here you are
best-
in your 5th year of intern.
What do you want to do when you grow up, Billy?
Oh my God, it was.
I want to be a glass blower.
It was literally so cool. Like when they could, like they blew it when it was hot, and like, oh my God, it was just so dope. I was like, this is the best thing ever, and the show was so good.
So
every
dope.
Are
time
you
they
done
would,
with it?
yeah, I finished it.
Okay.
It was good.
I
I really am not like super like happy with who won though, because I kind of had my own person that I was rooting for.
well,
but
sure,
like,
that's the point of the show.
but you know, whatever. They did a good job too.
I don't know. I like having that. I'm not very far into it, but I like having it on because I don't really. You don't have to be invested. Like I'm not.
I was invested.
You were invested?
I was emotionally invested. Every time
She bought
they
t-shirts.
would like pop something off the punty and it would break on the ground. I was in the airport like everybody was like, "What's wrong?" I was like,
yeah.
"Nah, sorry." Like, I'm so dramatic.
Not
I'm
the
like, "Oh my
place
God,
to
it
freak
broke."
out.
Because they only have like a certain amount of time to do it, and then like if they make one like really big, then they break it. They have like only like an hour left to like make one that's
So
like
it's
half
like
the
that.
size.
It's like the Great British Bake Off, but they have a certain amount of time to make something
Out of glass.
I like nailed it for the same reason, except it's food.
See,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love
And I really like that one because it makes me feel better about my own baking skills.
Now,
Because they're like, here's this very fancy dragon cake. Make it. And they're like, kill me. And theirs look terrible and they're kind of green, maybe.
No.
They're like, you know what? I'm going to put some scales on it, kind of make it look like a dragon. And it looks like a really sad snake.
does anyone ever actually nail it?
Sometimes they get close.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's always like you're competing against a professional who made this in an unlimited amount of time, and you have an hour and like some cake pops and some Twizzlers. They're like, good luck.
I kind of want to try that.
And then
amongst us and see
and then
what
every time they mess up the cake because they forget to butter the pan, and then they can't get the
Stupid.
cake out.
always
gotta
butter
butter
the
the
pan.
pan.
Oh my God.
Imbeciles.
I mean, if you get nothing else out of this podcast, always butter
grease the pan.
Always get the
Always
corners
grease
too.
the pan.
All right. Yes, and get the corners.
Or use
Like,
the paper.
the corners are very important.
Right.
Yeah.
God.
And don't mess up don't put fondant on the cake without icing in between. Stupid.
You know
Yeah,
what I
that
like
would
about
not.
these
Yeah, that
shows?
makes
It's
sense.
gross.
Yeah, fondant
I-
is disgusting.
Fondant's
What I
gross.
like about these shows, whether it's like the cake thing or blowing glass or whatever, like you get 2 episodes in, and you're an expert.
How dare
You're
they not be
yelling
able to
at
make a
them.
risotto?
Right. I'm like, I don't really like that. They didn't do a good job doing that.
How do you mess up a risotto, you idiot? Can I make one? No.
Right.
No, I can't, but I could definitely do better.
But
than
I
you
can
did
tell which
on
one
this
looks
show.
like
It's
garbage.
just like watching like Dancing with the Stars. You're like, oh, they messed up. They missed that
Yep.
step right there.
Yep.
That's everybody during the Olympics too. Like, am I an Olympic level athlete? No.
Oh.
But am I going to judge the gymnastics? Yes.
No, I never judge when people
Or
are doing
skiing?
gymnastics or swimming. I'm like, you go. I don't care who wins. Somebody better win. And then they'd all do a great job.
How do you mess
And
up
Michael
swimming?
Phelps gets a gold medal.
Just
so you
swim
know.
faster.
Just swim fast.
Just go down the hill faster.
Just stick
That's
the
whole
landing.
point of
God.
skiing.
By the way, you guys know the Olympics are coming.
Next year. right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're always
2020
coming.
in
But
Tokyo.
Yes.
Woo-woo.
How excited are you guys going to come to my nerdy Olympics party?
Eric wants to go back to Tokyo for the Olympics.
That'll be
yes.
expensive.
You got to let me know when that's happening.
Well, it's if you Google opening ceremonies,
no.
Olympics 2020, you can put it on the calendar. It's a Friday. It will be a Friday night.
Friday, you mean?
Friday.
Did you just say Friday?
Friday.
She did. She's lame. I don't know what happened. I was gone for like a week and a half, and Katie got so lame. I don't even know what happened.
Okay, Adam from Supernatural,
Still
Okay.
in hell.
forgotten brother,
Still in the cage.
still in the cage.
Yes.
The reason I bring this up, one, because he's on that show Another Life that's freaking me out.
Okay.
But also because there was a fan theory that came out.
Ooh, I love
that
those.
The villain in the final season, God, there's so many final season things. It's ruining everything. Final season of Supernatural. We have to cope. Life goes on. That the villain in the final season would be Adam.
Oh my God, I would love that.
Because think how bitter he's got to be by now.
Right? Like,
You forgot about
how
me.
many seasons are we? Like 15?
Right.
It's
15
been like
seasons in?
15 years.
Yeah.
Right.
He's been in the cage for a good 15 years.
And they've
I
gone
watched
back.
that
They've gone
episode.
back. Like,
They've, right?
right.
Literally,
It's not like
they've
it's
been
a
to
rare
the
to
cage like
visit
15
place.
times.
Right.
They go to the cage like every season.
It's their summer house. Okay.
Right. And they're just, and then no mention of the forgotten.
I feel like that was just like a weird plot line. They were like, what are we going to do in this episode?
Brother.
right.
They were like, what are we going to do in this episode? You know what? Half brother. Let's do it. And
You
then
know what?
forget about him forever.
Kill him. Just kidding.
You know what?
Nah.
Put him in the cage and never talk about him ever again. Act like he did not exist at all, but continuously go to the cage.
Right.
Let's do it.
It's
Could
not
you
like you're
imagine
gonna
being in-
bump
like
into
you go
each
back
other.
to that cage and you're like, Adam's in the corner like, save me! Oh, it's eternal
Honestly,
damnation. I'm
like-
on fire. I'm being tortured. Act like he's not here.
Honestly, that
don't look at him.
season where they were like getting Lucifer like out of the cage
Yeah.
and they were showing Mark Pellegrino in the cage, I was like, where's Adam? He's supposed to be in there too.
Right.
Like, where's he at? Like,
Right.
why is he not in the cage with Lucifer?
That was an episode I actually watched. That's how far back it was.
It was when it was like that weird gray that they had going on, not like all the colors and stuff. That's
Like,
like all the
hey,
vivid
remember
colors.
your loving father that was kind of not very loving? Oh, yeah, he has another kid.
Yeah.
Which I thought was so messed up. I was like, yo, really,
was.
John? You really got a whole nother kid out here?
Yeah,
a
not just
whole
half
other-
a kid. You
a
want another
whole
family
kid.
out here.
Whole other
A
family.
whole other family. And he did so much stuff with Adam that he didn't do with
Yeah,
Sam and
right?
Dean. And I was like, what
Right.
is
How
this?
come the kid you forget about gets the good childhood?
Swear.
Now I'm starting to understand why Sam and Dean left him there.
Yeah.
Like,
They're probably a little
But
bitter.
It's not Adam's fault.
It's
that
not.
their dad.
Adam didn't even know that they existed.
He didn't. All right. So that was why.
Dad, where do you go for
It's like
months at a time?
As soon as we found out that we have a half brother, you know what? Put him in the cage with the
Yeah,
devil.
he
Let's
gets
do
to-
it.
Oh. Stay in that
he
cage.
got the happy childhood? Nah, he gets the bad adulthood.
Oh, you get the good start. You get the bad ending.
But can you imagine how like messed up he is in the
Do
head
not
for
pass
being in the
go.
cage for so long?
Do not collect $200.
Do not get out of the cage. Sorry.
Hey, remember like the whole devil thing? Sucks for you.
Okay. Do we have anything else, guys?
I will tell you that while you're getting caught up on Arrow, that
Yeah.
I don't know what season you're on. Are you on 7?
Yeah.
7's very slow.
Okay. That's what I felt like. Can I skip it and just start with 8?
I do that, and you make
I
fun of
skip
me.
it?
I mean,
I would like to pull a Katie.
I skip through those shows like nobody's business.
I honestly feel like you could, because like
Okay.
not a whole. I mean, like you find out like some stuff that happens that's like important, but it's not like super important.
What?
Okay.
Hang on. I got to do some sound effects. Pa, 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 pa. It's time for Jonah's 60-second recap.
Oh, wait,
Arrow,
wait.
season 7.
Let me time it.
Pa,
All right.
pa.
Okay. All right. So Oliver Arrow, obviously not the mayor anymore. William gets upset because because his dad's Arrow, and then they're always getting threatened. So William goes to live with his grandparents. Then fast forward to the future, where I guess Arrow is dead, I guess, and Felicity started some weird company, and then some other stuff. And her and Oliver have a daughter together that William had no idea about. So they meet up like in the future. Also, William's
30
gay.
seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care.
And then what's his name? Curtis leaves.
Okay.
And
good.
then they're in this weird dystopia where Renee is the mayor of the city. Yeah, it's so weird. And then Felicity leaves at the end.
15 seconds.
That's
Keep
it.
going.
I don't need. That's all that happened.
Keep talking.
The really big part of the plot was that Felicity found out that she was pregnant, and then they were in the future. When they go into the future, it's William and Felicity's daughter meet.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then,
they have to like work together to like find Felicity because she's like being held hostage by this company or whatever, and it's like this.
And in a strange twist in the final season of Supernatural, William throws his sister he didn't know existed into the cage.
It's it's so weird.
Finally, some
And
company
then they start like
that isn't the devil.
and they like start working together to like bring down like the hierarchy or whatever.
Okay.
That's
all right.
it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I need.
Yeah,
Mind sending some
it's
snacks to hell, please. I'm a
Can
little
I get a
parched.
care package, please? Thank you.
I'm a little parched.
I need some water. It's hot down here. I'm sweating a lot.
My mom used to be like, yeah, well, people in hell want ice water.
Same. My mom used to say that all the time.
Yeah.
Mom, I'm thirsty. People in hell want ice water. Okay. Well, we're not in
well,
hell.
I'm not in hell.
So give me some
Unless
water.
you make it to be that way.
All right, ladies, thank you for being here. Thank you, listener, for
My
listening.
pleasure.
Thank you. We love you.
We love you. We really do. We love you.
Please
we wouldn't
like
be here
and
without you.
subscribe.
Please support.
Rate us.
Our GoFundMe page. We don't have
Please.
one.
My PayPal
We
is
should get one. My Cash App is
Venmo me money.
So
Venmo.
this episode is brought to you by Buttering the Pan.
yes, please.
Okay.
Always
Don't
butter
forget the
pan.
parchment paper.
Okay, what else?
Hell, I guess.
Yeah, Adam in the
Yeah,
cage.
the cage. This episode's brought to you by The Cage.
Oliver and Felicity's secret child that they kept apart from William for like 30 years.
The Olympics.
Yes, the Olympics. Mm-hmm. Chris Evans, of course. always.
Detective Pikachu.
Yes.
Ow.
Ryan
Wow.
Reynolds.
Strike. I don't want Detective Pikachu.
How dare you? That was
Strike
such a
that.
good movie.
Oh, they have
No Detective Pikachu.
No Detective Pikachu.
I ordered a special plush from
Yo.
Japan because of that movie.
She mom armed your Detective Pikachu. That's exactly what.
Dare
like,
you?
No.
And it's not often that we dedicate an episode, but this episode is dedicated to Austin Emilio.
And Adam's still in hell.
We'll never,
Milligan.
we'll never forget who you are. Thank you. Goodbye.
Sir.
Put the camera away.